What up, dudes? I'm Kosal, your local dungeon master. Dungeons & Dragons is a role-playing game that lets you forge great bonds with your friends. Unfortunately, it's a hobby that has a lot of reading, so good luck getting enough people to learn the rules without someone playing Subway Surfers in the background. And even more unfortunately, some folks just don't even have any friends. But thanks to the great world of video games, you can roleplay to your heart's content, without having to deal with all that lame stuff like lifelong connections and an unbreakable emotional support line. Ha! Gay! Anyways, here's 5 of my favorite games to play if you got no friends for D&D. Get off my sister! And feel lonely enough to fall in love with a string of binary code.
Intently, so hungrily, one would think you had never seen a man before. But why would he choose you when he could have me?
We're starting off big with one of my favorite series of video games, Dragon Age. And I don't care what anybody says, I like all 3 of them, even Inquisition.
Burn the heretic! Kill the mutants! Purge the unclean!
You see, D&D is a group-focused game. It's all about the characters that you and your friends have made and their interactions throughout the campaign.
I once again need your connection, need your advice. Do you happen to know any little girl demon spirits?
Not really. I know about little girls, but not no demon.
And by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag.
I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Oh, Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream.
Hello, Donnie.
God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club.
I don't like him. I love him, and it's a mutual thing.
And I love you. I do. I love
you. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, right. In Dragon Age, the party members you quest with feel like unique characters, to the point they feel real. It's almost like having a group of your friends playing with you. Damn. They banter with each other, talk about other characters in conversations. It's all pretty dope to see in game.
Sorry to disturb your rest, Inquisitor, but our oh, sweet maker.
Cullen, how's it going?
Give BioWare all the shit you want. They kinda deserve it, but not many other RPGs do characters like they can. NPCs that you feel like you kinda care for in a weird way. Skyrim, who do you care about in there besides that hot vampire lady? Fallout 3, honestly, I only ever liked the dog and a super mutant dude. Indigo Prophecy, we don't talk about that.
Fucking failed, bro. You gotta do it faster.
I'm clicking the buttons, it's not fucking working. Who the fuck uses... Who used the bop it thing? That's all I gotta say about Dragon Age. It's dope, play it. Bring on the next game, baby.
You know, back in my day, we used to play a little thing called CRPGs. This generation don't know squat about decision making and role playing. You ever heard about Arcanum? Back in the day, our games had spirit.
God damn it, Grandpa. What'd I tell you about leaving the house? Go back before I tell the warden about you.
Yeah, I didn't want to be in your lame video anyways. God damn.
Another game I like to throw down on when one of my players inevitably misses a session is Pillars of Eternity. Both of them. This is basically Dungeons & Dragons a game. Lots of reading and decision making that makes up all of D&D. So make sure to take your illegal Adderall prescription before hopping in.
It's time for the pill!
Barnacles, I hate the pill.
Of course, the gameplay is a little but we're here for the stories and the fake friends you make in-game. In fact, there's a whole genre of CRPGs like this. You know what? Fuck it. This whole section's just about CRPGs instead. You got Pathfinder, Wrath of Righteous, Divinity 2, Planescape if you're 85 years old, Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2. I feel like I'm missing something important. Ah well. Now, CRPGs aren't for everyone. Some folk just need a little bit more action to activate their TISM neurons, but I say give them a try. They may not play like modern types of games, but this kind of design allows them to go really in depth in how your character interacts with the world and story. Pillars of Eternity being one of my favorite ones, especially if you're a Spectrum internet employee and like numbers. Big numbers make brain feel good. But there's a lot of D&D shit you'll recognize in the game, which you might appreciate. It's too bad there isn't a Dungeons & Dragons CRPG, am I right? That would be cool. Like there's Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but They're honestly a little bit dated. I'd like something a little newer than that. Ooh, like with a D20 dice system or something. And it has beholders and those octopus dudes. Ooh, and there could be like a whole cast of cool NPCs that make up the party that you're with, and maybe there's like a cool zesty vampire who fights emotional trauma with wacky sarcastic quips or something. Oh well, maybe in the future. Now, this one's a twofer and a little unorthodox from the previous games I just mentioned. Bear with me now. RimWorld and Project Zomboid. Now hold your horses, I know what you're about to say. What's this got to do with Dungeons and Dragons? Now listen up, young blood. We can agree that D&D is inherently a role-playing game, and according to Google, role-playing is changing one's behavior to take on a role. In RimWorld, you're like a wily dungeon master trying to rope in your colonists who are acting as your players. They got different needs and personalities, just like how your players in a D&D campaign would. You get to see what random events will affect them and how they react to it. And even better, these colonists won't call out of a session because they spent the previous night drinking their sorrows away after finding out their Discord e-kitten was actually a 55-year-old white guy that works as a software developer in North Dakota. But that's just an example. With Project Zomboid, you make the character and decide for yourself how they survive in this zombie-filled world. Shit's immersive as fuck. I've made a ton of characters where I created a survivor and gave them my own headcanon. It's also got some surprisingly good role-playing servers if you want to dive into that. There's also a bunch of mods for both of these games that are pretty easy to install if you really want to go in depth into roleplay for them. Even at this moment, I'm kind of staving off the desires to play them to make this here video. Ha! Just kidding. That's the whole reason I've been gone for 2 months. RimWorld forever, baby. Woo!
This better not awaken anything in me. Wow.
Brother, I love myself some Witcher. Geralt's gotta be one of the coolest cats in the goddamn game. I ain't never wanted to be a white man so much in my life. I'm not doing this bit. Everything about The Witcher is just cool, except for the first game. I don't care what anybody says. That sucker plays like you gotta win a round of Osu just to beat up a bandit. It's even got wacky bang bus cards like it's a Polish gacha game. Actually, maybe I should give it a second chance. Witcher 2 and 3 are just amazing stories that you get to have some semblance of impact on. And the combat's pretty fun. That's some stuff that tickles my D&D smooth brain. More importantly, it's immersive. You feel like you've been transported to this beautiful make-believe Polish world, which honestly kind of gives me the same vibes as when I play tabletops. You're in the zone, and you forget about your problems in reality, just like how your utility bills are due soon. The little details you can find in the world really makes you appreciate multiple playthroughs. And I'm not typically someone that plays through a game multiple times. You got a great soundtrack, amazing story, gameplay is fun, memorable NPCs, the main character makes you question your sexuality. If that isn't some D&D shit, I don't know what is. Before we get to the last game, here's some honorable mentions. But there's also something I need to get off my chest. Something I've been thinking about for quite a while now. I've been gone for some time. You want to know how I'm doing? I haven't seen you in forever. It feels like it's almost been years, and now all I can do is pretend you don't exist. Because that's the only way that I can cope with having lost you forever. And I wish I knew how to quit you. But I don't. You were the most important relationship in my life. And I know it's not the same for you, that's normal. You've got all these other things going on in your life. New projects, new careers. But I know. I feel it. And I want you to know. You were the love of my life. And I gotta get it all out now. It's not gonna be perfect. We'll have to work at it every day. But I want you. Not for today or next week, but forever. Every day, you and me. Think about your life 20 years or 50 years from now. Where do you want to be? If it's with them, go. I lost you once. I suppose I can do it again. Just don't take the easy way out. Answer one question for me. Forget about me and what all those other people want. Forget about what you should do. What about you? What do you want? Hey, boss, the viewers are waiting for the next game. Who? Oh, shit. I forgot about them. The last game is Wildermyth. It's like a cool choose-your-own-adventure game. Yeah, go check it out, I guess.